All right, before we get into the topic, let me get you up to speed. Steven Crowder. He used to be part of Daily Wire, so Candace Owens, Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, them motherfuckers, right? Like a year ago, a couple months ago, they had a nasty divorce initiated by Steven. Apparently, they offered him like a $50 million contract, whatever, $50 million contract, but he didn't like it. And he made a video exposing them, calling them Big Con, whatever, saying they're just like big tech, da da da. I don't know. I didn't really look into it because I didn't really care. But from what I did hear about it, it sounded stupid. So, months later, he has brought it back up in the form of this video.
But needed to take a moment here to address some issues out there that are circulating. It's never fun. But, well, I guess let me be clear here. I have been living with a proverbial boot on my neck for going on years now. Since 2021, I've been living through what has increasingly been a horrendous divorce. Now, let me say on the outset to be clear, there is no infidelity, any kind of physical abuse at all on either side. And no, this was not my choice. So if you're familiar with the idea of extortion, then you know the feeling well. Now, some of these threats were so thinly veiled that I'm frankly surprised you didn't all guess immediately.
Steven has a lot going on, I guess is the best way to say it. He has a lot going on, and that should be clear because people don't do stuff like this if there's not a lot going on in their life. I would like to implore my audience and everybody that isn't paying attention to the situation not to condemn him, but to pray for him. Sometimes people need a prayer. Sometimes people need a scripture. You know, Steven purports to be a Christian. I am unsure at this moment if it is my place to say more than that. You know, maybe if I feel in further defense, something should be said, or maybe if I feel that the public has a right to understand certain circumstances.
Well, my children have a right to privacy. Now, some other issues have been, or I should say, inferences have been more pernicious behind the scenes with demands and threats to use this information that they believe would be so publicly embarrassing to me and my wife at a difficult time that it could be used, knowingly putting my children in harm's way. So to those self-styled Christians, conservatives, and allies, well, not in my book. Now, if you find yourself, I don't want to get into details, so this is going to likely be the only time I have to address this or want to address this. If you're asking yourself, hey, did X person or did Y person know? The answer is likely yes.
His insinuation that I knew about his divorce before he decided to attack the Daily Wire is a pointed lie.
It's pretty simple. I loved a woman so much that I married her. A woman who, despite all of this, I still love as the mother of my children. And she wanted something else for her life. That's not my choice. She simply wanted out, and the law says that that's how it works. Now, of course, look, I get it. There are multiple sides to every story, but one thing that is undeniable in this case is that it's no one's fault but my own in that I picked wrong.
So, yeah, there you go. He's been going through a divorce. So even around the time where he split from the Daily Wire, sounds like he could use that $50 million contract. So he's been going through a divorce since then. He had years, like 2 years to come out with a statement. For some reason, he used Candace Owens to try to accuse her of extortion as his divorce announcement. I don't know. Maybe to keep the scrutiny off of him, right? And then he says that it's not his choice. You know, he didn't want to do this. He kind of implies that he would rather divorce not be legal, bro. Like I don't know. When I first listened to this, I thought it was kind of weird how he said that. It was like, what are you trying to imply, bro? What are you trying to imply? You know, it's not my choice. You know, Texas's laws, you know, they allow it. What do you mean they allow it? You know what I'm saying? Where you want to not be able to have the option to leave if shit is not going good. So there's that, right? There's that. But, you know, we will never know the details of their family issues, right? Well, apparently, because he came out and made this statement saying that it's not his fault, you know, it's nobody's fault, it's not his choice, it's all her decision. The wife, or at least soon-to-be ex-wife, came out with a statement and a video clip that they gave to a reporter. and we're going to watch it right now.
I drew a boundary. I drew a boundary. No, you just did it. I drew a boundary of abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
There is no groceries. I'd be happy.
Steaks, wood pellets, my grill. I know it's an unreasonable request, but I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect the man? Yes, other than man, respect other man. You see love and respect.
respect.
No. How do we manage it? No, you're not taking the car.
Steven.
So this isn't the beginning of whatever argument or conversation they're having, but so it's not really easy to tell how this started. But it's not really looking the best right now based off the tone of his voice and her demeanor. But let's keep watching.
You're not taking the car.
Steven.
You are not.
Then
taking
I will
the
ask them to pick me up. Would you like me?
So it kind of seems like she wants to leave, but he doesn't want her to leave.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
It's not correct, Steven.
Get an Uber.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
Or at least doesn't want her to drive.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't
Steven.
go. Listen to me. Listen to me. You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that
saying
doesn't
you
work
can't
either.
leave?
You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either.
See,
Do you understand the difference between my life being set to the second and you going, I'll be back when I'm back?
Steven.
You're making it work. You do that. The only way out of this is
Hey, that's a nice crib, by the way. Look at that little pool or fountain thing in the back right there. Look cool.
discipline and respect. It's the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline and respect.
Steven.
Yeah. There you go. You throw your hand, you give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
Hillary,
Steven.
you give up so easily.
I'm-
I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. And you said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no, we are at
See, look, I don't understand what's going on, but you could feel the tension. You feel what I'm saying? You could feel the tension in this conversation. And you can see that it's more, this is the wife, this is him. And it's more like this. And she's kind of just, shrinking back. You feel me?
Okay? I love you, but Steven, your beast is sick. Your beast
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it.
Watch it. Ooh.
Watch it.
See, that's not the first time, bro.
And I need some space. We need to just stop engaging for a little bit. Okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you. And the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it, you go, no. But I love you more than life itself. Okay.
Wow.
Put on some gloves.
That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say, bro. You can see she's trying to de-escalate. She's trying to de-escalate, and he pushes it further. What are you talking about? I don't love you. Listen, when your dom is pregnant, and she's pretty far along pregnant. Look at her stomach. Look how she held the stomach when he said, "I don't love you." She held that as like a watch the body language. You know what I'm saying? So pregnant women are already going through a tsunami of hormones, a tsunami of physical experiences, whether it be pain or discomfort, a tsunami of emotions, right? And you go tell your pregnant wife, "I don't love you." Come on, bro. What's going on with you, bro? What's going on with you, bro?
No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous.
Why? What are you
Hillary?
talking about?
You're right, right in past. Become someone, listen to me, day in and day out, worthy of a wife, no, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. As a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not going to engage.
I don't love you. You're not a worthy wife.
I'll get you what you need.
And she's still trying to look at her.
I love you. I'm committed to you.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not trying to.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. You just said I love you. I'm committed to it. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves.
So what? Does he want her to walk the dogs instead of going out?
Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
And why gloves? What do you need the gloves for?
Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm gonna just
Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs take? No, you take it.
Stephen gets angry and angry by his own admission, screams, "I will fuck you up." Wait, as pregnant wife, who then flees their home. Okay, so she dropped the statement. Let's see.
Because it's important. I think it reads, Hillary is currently living alone in Dallas, apart from her family and support system in Michigan, and is focused on taking care of her young children. She is not prepared at this time to speak about her divorce becoming public, or the misleading statements made by Stephen about their relationship. The truth is that Hillary spent years hiding Stephen's mentally and emotionally abusive behavior from her friends and family while she attempted to save their marriage. She was the one who was asking to work on their relationship to keep the marriage intact for their unborn child.
Damn, boy, she was dedicated,
In June
boy.
of 2021, Stephen left their home to pursue elective surgery. It's very important. I want you to remember that. I'm going to come back to that point. Hillary urged him to get the help he needed to address his abuse with the hope that their marriage could be saved and they could peacefully live together as a family. Instead, Stephen refused to do so and chose not to be with his wife during the birth of their twin children. After the birth, Stephen bought a townhouse and left their home permanently. Hillary was not aware that Stephen hired a divorce attorney and asked his assistant to cut Hillary off financially.
Wow.
There is significant documentation substantiating these facts. I want you to remember that portion as well, because that's another lie that Stephen has told publicly. We hope that Stephen will cease from speaking publicly about these personal matters in an untruthful manner. We also look forward to there being full transparency in the legal process so there is fairness and accountability for the actions that caused the divorce and to ensure the outcome is what is in the best interests of the young children.
Dang, see, that's tough when you do shit like that and you have kids, bro. Because the only people that's gonna suffer the most is the kids. You say you're gonna cut her off financially. What about your kids, dude? What the fuck? Bro, that shit is crazy, bro. That's crazy. And I don't know why he had to drag Candace Owens into it. You dig what I'm saying? Who's extorting you? This whole time all this is going on, and his wife, soon to be ex-wife, didn't say a word, didn't say nothing, didn't go to the press, didn't go to whoever and say, yeah, I'm gonna tell on you. I'm going to tell everybody exactly what you were doing. No, she kept quiet. And instead of you acknowledging that grace that she's still providing you, you decide to go put your foot in your mouth and go make it seem like to imply like, oh, she just is divorcing for no reason. See, I never really made too many like Steven Crowder videos. Matter of fact, I think I only have one, because I never really, even in that one I said I don't really like Steven Crowder, because I just don't, there's, I don't know, certain people you just kind of get a vibe from, right? And based on some of his actions and the vibe from him, I didn't really like him, bro. I don't think you're a good person. You dig what I'm saying? And, obviously that could be biased. I don't know this dude. But when stuff like this comes out, it kind of validates feelings that you already have. You feel me? And I'm not just saying that to jump on the Steven Crowder hate bandwagon. You can go watch that video. It was one of the first videos I did when I came back on YouTube. And I even said that. Some people in the comments are, oh, why don't you like him? Why don't you like him? But, yeah, bro, this shit is tough, bro. And, like, it's always funny to me when people in one ideological party, they start infighting within themselves. Like, dang, y'all supposed to be on the same page, and y'all be fighting for no reason. And when the people on the left do it, it's funny. When people on the right do it, it's funny. Like, But, Candace Owens was right. When people do certain things like that to their friends, to their coworkers, to their companions, right? The compadres, they going through something personally. To do something that crazy. And look, she was right. All she said was to pray for him. And now look, coming back to bite you. So it's very strange, bro. I wonder if he's going to address it on his show, because I think he just posts on Rumble now, not really YouTube. But man, boy, nasty work. Bad business, nigga. It's bad business. One thing I wonder, when he put out that statement accusing Candace Owens of extortion, why did none of his people tell him, hey, bro, this is a bad idea, what are you doing? All the people just yes men that are around him, like, bro, come on, bro. This is why it's important to have real friends and real business partners that's going to tell you when you're wrong. When you're wrong and when you're right. They're going to tell you when you're wrong. Like, hey, bro, this is not a good idea, bro. You look crazy. Because that's what happens when you don't have people around you that's going to tell you what's up for real. Because you look crazy. Like, why would you go and do this? 2 times now you made a big move and is idiotic. Like, you're acting erratic. But, we're going to actually look and see. We're going to look and see if he actually put out a statement referring to this. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to say this. It's funny how in the statement that he put out, he claims that she wanted a divorce. It was all her. And yet in a statement the wife put out, Steven is the one who got a divorce attorney. All right, after some vigorous searching. So this is the statement that he put out regarding the leaked video, the released video. I have a feeling that he's going to double down on the fact that it is not shown the full context of the conversation, I guess. But regardless of the context, look at how he's talking to his pregnant wife, bro. The context never going to change that. You tell her that she's not being a worthy wife. You want her to go walk the dog. You want to go do some manual labor. You say you don't love her when she's talking to you very calm. She just says she wants to go. Probably to have some space. Well, let's watch what he has to say.
I commented on my ongoing divorce on Tuesday, requesting privacy in the best interest of the family, but also by court order agreed upon by all parties. Look, broken marriages are ugly, and in them people do ugly things. Myself, of course included, I would never claim otherwise. However, due to recent misleadingly edited leaks to the tabloid press without context and not subject to consequences of the court, well, if not privacy, the next best option is truth. So today, I have filed a motion to officially unseal all files as they relate to the matter of legal record. Finances, relevant medical records, including mental health history or evaluations, depositions, and any motions or sanctions from the courts of Texas. I will not be leaking private marital information to the press, but if the privacy agreements are not respected by all parties, I will address all that is a matter of irrefutable legal record in full context next week.
And, well, there you have it. He's leaning on the fact that they were released out of context. He says that he never said that he was perfect. It was all supposed to be private, da-da-da-da. The thing is, though, you said that she initiated divorce, and the wife says that that's not true. So somebody's lying. And, you know, I'm kind of inclined to believe that it's Steven, based on how he was talking in that video. You know, and it's really weird how he was talking too. Like, that's the way, like, I understand if you're talking that way, if that was the let's say you're in a debate or something, but to really use that type of like language, like wifely things, you know, respect the man, to use that in a regular conversation is kind of weird, bro. Well, that wasn't regular conversation, but to use it in everyday life is kind of strange. Like, it is kind of strange, bro. I seen somebody say, look, right-wing men are abusive. See, proof. Oh, my God. Nigga, anyone can be abusive no matter what they believe, okay? Just like anybody could be racist, anybody could be whatever. It doesn't matter. But I know for sure Steven Crowder not looking good right now, boy. But hey, man, that's the video. Let me know what y'all think down below. Is Steven Crowder a mentally abusive spouse? Or is he innocent and they just made the clips out of context? Let me know what you think down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. And let me know if you want me to cover more of this as it goes on. I guess next week, which is this week, actually. See you on the next one. Peace out. Phew.